Good morning. Oh, good evening, depending on where you are. We are live. Coming back at ya. Happy Tuesday or Monday. There we go. We are live everywhere, I believe. Excellent. Good morning. How we doing? Hi. How we doing? Good morning. Ooh. I don't need my face tracking on right now. We're live. Live with a slightly different agenda today. Morning. All right. So normally I'm streaming like beginner coding stuff, like lessons and things. But today I'm changing my tactic. So rather than just streaming stuff, which is like educational, I think I'll do that as well if there's interest. But I prefer to actually just stream stuff I'm like having fun with and doing on my own. So that's what I'm going to start doing today. And so I wanted to show you some of the things I've been playing with. Specifically, if you've had a look at my little stream title, I have been Minecrafting. And not just Minecrafting. I have been Minecrafting, but like with vibes. I've been Minecrafting with bots. So I don't know if you've seen all of the like model releases that people kind of release. Like, you know, when like OpenAI or Anthropic release a new model. There's been that whole Claude plays Pokemon or like Gemini plays Pokemon or GPT plays Pokemon streams. And when they released Fable, they actually had a whole like Pokemon, you know, sped up stream of showing how Fable could play Pokemon vision only, essentially. And they're like, we basically just gave it vision and then told it to like, you know, beat the game. And it did. And so Pokemon, I consider like more or less a solved problem. But you know what Claude and GPT haven't beaten yet? Minecraft. To my knowledge. I've been looking into it a little bit. I think the closest effort to beating Minecraft with like an LLM has been Emergent Garden, who did like a whole series on it. But ran into a bunch of issues and kind of paused that project a couple of months ago. And to my knowledge, I don't think anybody's done a whole lot of like beating Minecraft with like AI. And so I thought, given I've got the time, I might have a crack at it. And so that's the goal. That's the idea. Can we beat Minecraft with Codex, GPT, Claude, with an LLM? Turns out it's tricky. And it's tricky for a number of reasons. I'll show you why. I'll show you why with a nice little Excali draw of like why this is kind of tricky, right? So here we have Minecraft. And this is the game. And let's say a Minecraft server. To beat Minecraft, we need to basically use a set of actions, right? And I'm going to call them action primitives, which do things like go to position, fight mob, etc., right? So there's actions that you can do in Minecraft, but you can't really just play Minecraft the same way a human would play, right? Like if we put a swim lane here for like how a human beats Minecraft, there's the Minecraft server, there's the Minecraft client, and then there's like your keyboard, right? So if we put this, well, hold on, let me do it like this. Make this dotted Minecraft client, keyboard. And then there's you. And I feel like these arrows need to be in the opposite direction. Give me a sec. Let me switch these around. Let me make this W and this Q. So if you're beat Minecraft, you're just playing on your keyboard and you're basically just on a very short cycle. So every, let's say 20 ms, you're seeing the input, you're observing. And so you got a little loop here where let's do it the other way then. Let's do it with this style and let's do it from there to there. And then let's make it like this. There we go. You see the game. And then in a very short amount of time, you press the key, right? So you have a distinct advantage when playing a game like Minecraft because you have like a very short update cycle. You can like observe what's happening and then run something and then change something, and it happens basically instantly, right? If you are an LLM, you don't really have this luxury, right? If you tried to make an LLM do this, LLM, how an LLM won't beat Minecraft. If you tried to get it to do the same thing, if you had the LLM simulate key presses on some kind of a Minecraft client, let's put this in the reverse direction like that. And let's put that in the reverse direction like that and like that. And then put it there and there. There we go. And then I'll swap these arrows around like this. Yeah, like if you were trying to get like a Claude or like a Codex or whatever to beat the game like this, it can't make a decision in 20 ms and update a key press, right? So like, it's, you know, maybe gonna think for 20 to 30 seconds. Like that. And then it's not going to be pressing keys to beat the game. Too slow. Right? Can you imagine like a creeper comes up and then it waits 30 seconds to decide if it should take one step back or like hold down the back button? Like LLMs just don't have the latency to be able to play a game in real time like that. So to compensate, what we would do is have, rather than key presses, have this idea of a client, and I'll actually use the one, a Mind Flayer client, like this. We have a set of actions that then the bot can do, and it might be fight mob, survive, search for ore. And these are higher level things. These are not like actions that you need to individually put key presses for. These are then things that would translate into a set of like low level actions. High level actions. High level actions. And then these would translate into things like low level commands. Something like yeah, move one block. Swing sword. Now your LLM can actually then do this process in like a loop, right? Like it can say, this is the overall objective that we're trying to do. And then we're trying to, we are trying to, you know, we're trying to mine some ore or whatever. And so the LLM would decide that that's what it's doing. The higher level action primitive would be responsible for making sure that the right things are happening at the lower level. And then these low level commands are the actual like actions in Minecraft, right? And so this lets these take, 20 to 30 seconds, and it's more strategy. And then these, if I go like this, 20 to 30 second strategy, then these commands are the ones that are actually then doing the movement, right? So this is fine if this is a strategic thing, goal setting. This is what I want you to do. This is the policy I want you to take. But then we have to have pretty trustworthy commands here, like at like a high level and a low level, right? Cool thing is this is non-LLM. So if you have a look at like this high level action thing, non-LLM actions, just pure bottom. So that's what we have here. And then these LLM actions are more testing decision making and goal setting. Like, can you build a house? Well, can you sequence it into collecting the materials to build a house and choosing the right kind of house to build given the materials you do have, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So there's different things that we'd be testing at these different states. But what we are going to be doing today is focusing on this one, high level actions and the pure button stuff, right? So eventually we are going to be testing more LLM stuff, but we need to make these reliable first. And how do you test reliability? Well, you test it. You actually like set up scenarios and you see if your bot can actually play through a particular scenario. So this is today's focus. We're going to make this gold. Oh, no, like that. We're going to make this gold like this. Today's focus, benchmarking bot actions in a gym. Let me show you what I mean by a gym. This is a very poor version of a singular gym, right? This is a Minecraft client. We're connected to a world, but there's nothing happening at the moment. We don't have any bot running our very, very simple course at the moment. What we do need to put on is our bot. And so this is something I've been vibe coding in the background to set up a bit of a lab for testing out different Minecraft scenarios. The idea is super simple. You create a little course, you put a bot in it, you give it a goal, and then you run a function and see if it actually completes the goal. The idea of this is to try and find a set of scenarios where it fails, like I can't handle it with like default pathfinding or default combat, and then we iterate until it does pass the test. And when it passes all of the tests, ideally we add more and harder tests to try and test edge cases or try and test harder scenarios. Once we get this super robust, like maybe this starts at like, I don't know, 60% success. Once we start getting this to like, 95% success, it's going to become too easy. So initial tests, we go from 60% down to 95% success. Once we get that, we'll add harder tests. And then maybe that will drop it back to, 40% success rate, right? And then we'll get that up to like 90% success. And then, this is basically our benchmark iteration, V1, V2, talk at V5. Maybe once we hit V5, we say, look, we're pretty happy with how robust this benchmarking gym is performing. Let's move on to the next thing, right? Let's move on to actually starting to get the decision-making rights correct. That's the plan. I've already done a whole bunch of LLM work in the background before I got to this, but I think this is the problem to solve, which is where videos and people online, and especially like some of the Emergent Garden videos, have talked about difficulties in the bot even doing navigation and simple tasks because of the pathfinding. And so we're going to be looking at pathfinding, we're going to be looking at combat, we're going to be doing whatever we need to do to get these tests passing, and also build out the right tests to verify that our bot works in different situations. So that's what I'll talk through. That's what I'll show you. Let's actually run a test and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Enough talking, enough diagrams. So here is a really simple tunnel corner test. This is the one I was talking about before. We're going to run it like 6 times. It shouldn't take too long. I'm going to, I've already made myself a spectator, so that should be fine. We're going to run this, and we can watch it in 2 ways. So as I run this, this starts a Prismarine.js viewer, and it will show our little bot within the course as he runs it, right? And so you can see he'll run from one side to the other side. You can see his planned route. You can see where he reaches it. Awesome success, right? I can see that same view if I go into here, and you can see the actual bot like in higher resolution, running the course, running from one side to the other side. Whoa, he hit it, right? Awesome. And then he runs it 6 more times. And so the idea is with these courses, we set him in the same start position, you give him a goal, get from A to B, and you watch him run it. And now these courses can be really simple. Run down a tunnel, run around the corner, and find your way to the actual stone over here. Or it can be a lot more complex. Jump over things, mine through, dirt to get to the other side, like run around corners, jump over hurdles. I want to set up like one where you have like gravel fall on your head if you just mine and like walk through like a tunnel, and you have to kind of like navigate considering that the environment might change around you. But we'll get to some of that later, right? First off, I just want to run a full set of what I'm calling a particular set of scenarios. You see these paths? These are like simple tests. These are like your hello world of like courses to run, right? So with these tests, I'm just going to run all of them. I'm going to run the whole set of scenarios. I'm going to see where they end up, run the whole suite, and we'll run it just one time for each of them because it's pretty simple stuff, right? So we're going to run that, and then we're going to monitor. We're going to see how it goes. You can see our little bot, if we click in this view, runs from one side to the other side, reaches it, and then we kick off the next test. You see him do a little bit of planning, runs around a wall, there he goes. As I do this, when I notice things that I don't like, I'm also going to run codex tasks in the background and like watch it actually do stuff. For instance, I don't like that my little bot is not being followed properly in the UI, so I'm going to get that Prismarine.js to follow him properly, and I think it's reinstancing it too much. Here's our bot in water. Can he climb his way through water? Yes, sir. Good job, bot. You did it. Can he walk down a tunnel? Good job, bot. You did it. Now, these are pretty easy, right? Admittedly. He's also got a verified route reverse. Can he walk in 2 directions, one in either way? Yes. Good bot. Good job, bot. You did it. Can he realize that the goal is not actually reachable? So if his goal is in the middle of a whole bunch of... what's this? This is a bedrock? Yeah, bedrock. Then he gives up, right? And that's the test. Can he give up if it's clearly like not possible to even get to like an output? So this is our little gym. This is our little paths gym, and our bot passed with flying colors, right? We'll go back to see the success rate. You can see we've got like a whole suite of all green paths on the left over here. Yes, yes, yes. Tick, 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 tick. Good. That's what we want to see. I'm going to ask for 2 things real quick. So we're going to vibe code this as we go. We're going to put this on Sol High and GPT. Hey, can you like update the Prismarine.js viewer in the micro bench UI to actually follow the bot as it's going through the course? Also, I'm noticing that UI seems to be like refreshing a lot in between runs across different scenarios, which is a little bit janky. Can you address that too? We'll send Codex off to address some of our tasks, right? So our initial tasks of these like 5 or 6 courses at the start, super easy, right? That's the point. These ones are not meant to be like hard ones that it fails. So we need to design harder courses, which is what this set is actually meant to be. If we have a look at these courses here, we're going to run a set of a suite of courses that should be much harder. This one shouldn't be too hard. It just needs to, dig through a set of dirt to get to the end, and it's done, right? No problems at all. Next up, same thing, but it goes through a set of stone. And because it found that it was probably easier to just dig up and over, that's exactly what it does, rather than trying to go straight through like it did with dirt, because the cost of like mining 3 blocks of stone and then doing the movement is a bit different from the cost of just mining all of the dirt and going straight through, right? And so it's using, I believe, A star pathfinding in as a mine flare plugin. So that's what I wanted to get into a little bit deeper, specifically for the things that it fails. Like these ones are totally fine. These ones it can complete. It's when we start getting into harder scenarios or things with bugs that we would actually want to start being like, why isn't this working? Right? If Pathfinder worked properly for all scenarios, like if it passed all tests with flying colors, there'd be nothing to do. We could rely on it, right? But the point of doing this is that that's actually one of the challenges. And exactly here is where you would see one of those challenges. You see this bot? You see him sitting right there, not moving? You see this guy? He has no excuse not to move. He could just jump up here and get to the end, but he doesn't. Why? Why aren't you moving? What are you doing, dude? So this is the nonsense that causes problems for LLMs to actually beat Minecraft, is that it can't navigate some of these simple these simple things. What it can do is a whole bunch of other good stuff. Like if you change the course midway through it running it, it can replan. If you like I've seen it do parkour, jumping over trees and putting blocks as it's jumping. It can do a bunch of cool stuff. And then there are other cases where it just fails. And so I wanted to spend this more technical stream just like digging into that a little bit, debugging that, going into the actual pathfinding a little bit deeper, and figuring out what's actually going on. I don't know the answers to this, but I think it's a fun problem to solve. Or this shit. Look at this. You see this guy? You see him just jumping? Why? What's he jumping for? Where's he going? What's he doing? I don't know. I literally could not tell you. It's not that hard a course to get through if you can put down like dirt and jump on it properly. So we time it out. He doesn't finish the course. He should easily be able to get through this course within the time limit. He doesn't, so that becomes a fail. And so from this set of runs with the default Mindflayer pathfinding plugin, we get 8 out of 10 successes. And that's it, right? The next set of like challenges is combat. So we want to have some fights, you know? Like in an actual Minecraft run, your bot is actually going to need to be able to handle hostile creatures, and it's going to need to be able to do that in different ways, right? Different strategies. What if there's a skeleton firing at you? What if you've got a set of zombies and then a creeper? How do you handle that? You do a lot of this stuff dynamically in real time, or you don't, you die and you run away, which is, that's a strategy. But the bot, like if you tried to get an LLM to make decisions on fighting on a turn-by-turn basis, it's just not quick enough, right? Like we don't have intelligence at the latency that we would need to make individual movement and like action decisions. You know, refer to my diagram. 20 to 30 seconds in LLM deciding on key presses is too slow. And so we're going to be using an architecture more like this. So we want to have a set of combat scenarios as well that we're just testing on a general like bot logic being able to handle, right? So I'm going to run this combat suite. We'll watch this run too. Cool. So he can fight a zombie. That's good. Can he fight 3 zombies? This one's okay. This one isn't really taking any damage. That's good. Then we've got, can he fight? No. Second there's a creeper, he just runs straight into it and gets nuked. Next scenario. Some spiders, some zombies. And we see him getting a little bit ganked. When he gets low health, he runs away. This is testing his ability to evade, which should be considered a huge failure because he just got knocked off the edge. Low health encounter. This guy is quite low health. I think that should be a fail as well. Bang. I feel like for most of these combat scenarios, they should actually be time-based, right? So if we have a look at those, the zombie corner gauntlets, these were fine. Low health encounter and engage. Request must yield to the executor's fixed low health retreat floor. Full evasion. Can we evade all of the damage without attacking anyone? Can we clear all of the creepers? I'm going to run this one a couple of times. Low health encounter, because this is the success is to attack nothing, retain all zombies, and retreat to at least 6 blocks from the nearest hostile. I feel like this one should be to maintain distance from all of the hostiles. So if there are zombies around, can you equally maintain distance from all of them, right? So we're also going to give that as a little task to Codex. Can you change the success criteria to maintain distance from a set of zombies as they chase? So we want to set this up to as closely as possible represent like what we would actually want it to do in like a real situation, because if these scenarios end up all becoming like true and our bot can pass all of them, then we would be making the inference, we should be able to trust that the bot can now, survive in a real game scenario. And so if these don't represent a real game scenario, then you're going to start hitting edge cases that you didn't test, which are just, things that actually happen in reality that you never actually benchmarked and improved for, right? So that's the goal. That's what we're doing today. We are going to be just benchmarking the heck out of this, right? One thing I do want to do is let's kill this and let's start a separate line of inquiry over here. Distance for 10 seconds would be a better actual scenario. Cool. So I'm just going to kick off a set of like tasks for our bot to work on. Trying as hard as possible to keep them like kind of non-overlapping. So can we get a pop out for this? Can we add a button that would open this link up in a separate window? So we can embed in OBS. While you're at it, can you add continuous run function that will cycle between all scenarios? All right, so we'll kick off our 3 here. While those are running, I'm going to open up Claude and we're going to get this one working as well. We've got, I don't think, I thought they were going to give everybody $100 usage credits to use with Fable. I haven't seen any usage credits. Anthropic, where is my Fable? Please. Give me something to work with, team. Come on. So what I actually want to get a little bit deeper into is let's see if I've got an example of this here. So I've been looking into A-star pathfinding, right? And I had a little viz of that somewhere, but let's see if we can find A-star pathfinding interactive visualization. A-star pathfinding, if we open up our VS Code, we have a look at, oh, no, this is a different folder. Let's open up our actual project folder. Public, mine AI, let's go. If we look at, not debug UI mod, what do we want? Microbench UI? No. We want source, we want bot? Mindflayer Pathfinder. So this is kind of the current Pathfinder plugin that we are using, right? Mindflayer Pathfinder. To understand why it's going to have challenges with certain things, what I really want to get into. Hey man, Vibecoding, a Vibecoding song. Well, I mean, maybe, depends if it's good or not. Last time somebody shared a song with me, it was like the weirdest thing that like I've ever heard. They were like sharing like the they were sharing some like crazy like music. It sounded like the music that robots would listen to, like completely senseless. But this was like from early days before a lot of the like AI music generation stuff came through. Given I'm new to streaming, I'm like not sure on the overall policy. I feel like I need to just double check that I'm not going to get in trouble streaming stuff. I think like generally you can like include anything on stream and it might just be like taken off VODs, but should be okay. Claude's plan. I see. I think I've heard this one. I think I saw this on X. Perfect. How's the music level, by the way?
Yeah. Honestly can't tell if it's a bubble to me. Trying to keep up with it is a struggle for me. Lico proms on my own are humbling me. Skimming through the PS, fuck it looks good to me. Orchestration turned me to a team lead. After y'all are done,
Love it. I'm gonna turn this down so I can hear myself think. And I'm gonna put this if my voice goes up to 18 at the moment, with like peaks at -6, I might put this down at like 20, 30, 24. Is that too low? Well, maybe like -4 dB. Yeah, maybe we'll put that down like -7. Sweet! Cool. We have a set of tasks running to hopefully improve our benchmark running in 2 ways, right? Well, a couple of ways. Mostly, actually, I want to improve our UI here to be able to do more. So if we do a run, there we go. I want to show this in a bit more detail. Oh, you got through it. Hey. Okay, so he can get through this alternating 2-drop pillars. I wonder what he fixed to get through that. He normally gets stuck on this one. I find this pathfinding very temperamental. So this is what I want to spend a bit of time like looking into. Why? Why is it temperamental? So we're gonna need to go a bit deeper in so this, yes. What we're doing is we're gonna beat Minecraft with an LLM, but we can't beat Minecraft with an LLM directly. You can't just have it press buttons. So we need to basically have a set of actions that an LLM can use to play the game. And these aren't LLM actions. These are just like straight up bot actions. So we want to make sure we have good movement actions and good combat actions that then an LLM can use and adjust to navigate through the game. But first we need to get these actions to be like good. And so we need a benchmark to actually make sure that, you know, it can navigate different scenarios and pass courses, right? At the moment, we're just doing V1 benchmark tests essentially, right? Measuring success rate across these, measuring success rate with the default like Mind Flayer Pathfinder and like a super basic kind of combat navigation function. And then we want to swap in different implementations and see how it can actually play through the game, right? So for me, that just looks like setting up a bunch of courses and test cases and then seeing how often it can get through those courses effectively, right? So I'm going to run this one again, alternating tube drop pillars, right? And let's run it 3 times, maybe. And I'll show you what that actually looks like. So this should hopefully spawn in a new, there we go, this guy. And then we can actually watch him trying to complete this obstacle course. He's being a lot quicker this time. Still not ideal, like he's a little bit stuck. But he actually gets through it this time. First time I ran this, or I guess like last time I ran this, he basically got stuck in one of these locations and was just like perma-jumping. Is if we get AI to play Minecraft or have AI NPCs. So the goal of this is to see if we could actually have an LLM like a ChatGPT or a Claude beat Minecraft on its own. But you can't do that unless the LLM can trust its ability to move around the world and like fight. So we need to like make sure that our algorithms are robust and work every time, unlike what it's doing now, which is failing to place a block under it. I'm not sure if that's a Pathfinder planning error or like something else under the hood in terms of how it moves around the world. But yeah, it's more to say, can we let like AI go wild inside Minecraft? Because if they can, then you can start benchmarking and testing on different things, right? I'm sure you've seen like Claude or like GPT play Pokemon. Pokemon's all right, but Minecraft's a lot more fun. They can like build stuff. They can go around and do things. They can be a little bit more self-directed, but they're still kind of dumb. So if we can make them a bit less dumb and give LLMs a bit more like ability to do stuff within Minecraft, good. Let's start with that. Hey man, how you doing? X-Prop and Players X, welcome to the chat. Less so coding a Minecraft game and more so trying to let AI play actual Minecraft. So this is not so much like a vibe coded game, it's like actual Minecraft that then we're trying to vibe code like bots within. So we're trying to do bot logic within the actual game, you know? So I've got like a Minecraft bot gym at the moment. Yeah, making AI players, basically. That's the goal. Before we can do the LLM part though, like we need to get the things that the LLM will use to be a bit more robust. People that have tried like beating the game with ChatGPT in the past run into weirdness with not the LLM bit, just with like how it moves around and like how it fights stuff. And so I wanted to set up a whole bunch of like gym scenarios and get it to beat those first, which is just pure botting at this point. Getting a bit deeper into the pathfinding, getting a bit deeper into how it works under the hood. So that's the plan at the moment. That's what we'll try and do. First off though, I wanted to Persistent spectator world, good. I think Codex in the background is doing different things. Repository-wide suite is currently blocked later by a pre-existing server MJS. Why are we missing a server MJS? Viewer caching, a better low health encounter where it can survive for a while. Pokemon, Minecraft, sketch feature where you can draw their own 2D sketches. Oh, that's sick. That's sick. I mean, it's like a Pixelmon, but actually like built properly, right? Just makes me think of the Pixelmon mod. It's kind of like what was the dude that like created? It's not like Minecraft. It's a newer one. Newer Minecraft. Minecraft C++. Not that. Different game. What's the other one where the guy God damn, I forgot the name. The dude, they like had this game, they were like developing it for a while. It was like Minecraft-y, but they had a different game engine, but they like implemented it from scratch so it could be like, you know, they could have more features and more blocks and more mechanics and stuff. I forgot the name of it though. Ah, man. This sounds like a problem for... No, it wasn't Minecraft. No, it wasn't Minecraft. It was a new game. Hypixel? Hypixel. That was the one. No, Hypixel's the... No, it's not Hypixel. Man, it's not Hypixel. Hytale. Hytale. That's the one. This one. Like, you see the... It's Minecraft-y, but it's, like, a lot richer. Yeah. So I'm imagining what you're building if it's, like... if it blew up, it is, like, a fancier Minecraft Hytale, but, like, Pokemon kind of, like, inspired adventure game, right? Same kind of, like, blocky textures, but you can actually, like, do some monster catching and battling, too. That'd be sick! Hey, drop us a link if you're if you're getting playtesters on it. I tend to like Minecraft and Pokemon, so you know, smush them together, and it's going to be a good time no matter what. That sounds sick, man. I had a... What did I have? I have a prototype. Got the world generation going already. Did a lot of the optimizations. What are you coding it in? And Vigarani, I haven't forgotten your question before. Basically, what I'm training it with, the actual implementation of all of the bot logic is going to be in JavaScript directly. So it's not so much like doing RL on a model to like train like a vision only model. I know there were a whole bunch of efforts to do that, but at this point, I prefer something a bit more deterministic rather than like a, you know, reinforcement learning trained model that plays the game and does the actions. And so the idea is straight just like JavaScript actions that, you know, control the bot and give it policies. So the LLM can choose to call fight monsters or whatever, and it will always fight monsters in a similar way, but then it can adjust things like, you know, try and kill all the monsters or try and avoid all the monsters or kill the, what are they? The zombies while like avoiding the creepers. That's the intention, is to like have it be able to control a deterministic function that then does the game playing rather than try and like train a model from scratch. The RL stuff is very cool, but I feel like it's less, would be adding a bunch of complexity that it would make it harder to evaluate a LLM model playing the game. And so apart from the LLM, everything else should not be like a model necessarily. It's like a function that works or not, right? Which is why I need to mix these. Let me put Excalibur on this one. So basically, this is the model part here on LLM, and then this is just going to be bots. That's the idea. You don't know how to code? Well, what better reason to learn, right? That's why I started learning to code back in the day. I was like, man, can I use this stuff to make games? Can I do like graphics programming? That's the idea anyway. Why is our server dead? What's going on? Why is our server dead? That's not good. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Candidate health, attacked 0 times, kept both zombies alive, and observed the chase for 10 seconds. Yep. Alright, is our server back on again? Oh man. Hey, start our server again. Yeah, oh, man, if you've deployed your Pokemon Minecraft game, let me know. 100%. While I'm waiting for my code to run, I need things to do. Like I'm happy to test out. Games. Mako AI. What is Mako AI? What is going on? My Chrome is just very unhappy right now for some reason. It ain't loading anything. I wonder if we've just flogged the RAM because like let me check on like my system memory. the Prismarine viewer, I've noticed it just eat up RAM. Alright, optimizing's hard, man. Like optimizing's hard even when you like no code. Mainly you want like ooh, voxel mine. Very cool. Alright. Voxel mine. Oh. Wait, no, that's a workshop. Hold on. Let me reload this. I've never heard about Mako AI either. What is Mako AI? Open source AI data platform. ETL, DBT orchestration. Interesting. It's like a VS Code plus AI? All in one? Hosted? What's its pricing? $80 a month, damn. Basically $0 to $80. That's a hell of a jump. Oh, this is Mako. M-A-K-K-O. Why doesn't it pop up at all? This doesn't pop up at all. What am I missing? Why, what? What? Ah, Studio for 2D Worlds, gotcha. Okay, better. Okay. Stay hands-on what you want, AI handles the rest. This is like a lovable for games dev, for 2D games. Where you can make assets, collections. Ah, very cool. Animations. World building. Ah, cool. That's enough research. Let's play. Alright, classic story mode, siege mode. Let's do classic story mode. Whoa, that is some crazy voxel graphics. I love the text overflow. Do I need to make this full screen to? Is there a full screen option? This has got cursor capture. E. Settings, full screen? In settings, full screen on. There we go. Alright. I like how full screen still doesn't fix the text like sitting inside the boxes. This is like Dev 101. All right, we've got a house. We can mine. Oh, we can mine. I like how it has like can hit V for a mount. Where's my mount? I can't see it. I can't. Holy hell! Wait, why does he fly? That's a hell of a jump. Is that flying or like? Yeah. Okay. Space and shift to fly around. That's good. That's good. We can fight some monsters. Oh, and right clicking pauses. Let's see. 5 puts my copper sword on. But I'm not doing any damage to him. Okay, we're not ready to fight the boss yet. Oh, because, yeah, it's Pokemon. That's right. I see. E, creature dex. Oh, no, this is the dex. Damn, the alignment is crazy here. This is for me to paint a bot? Oh, wait. I restarted. Creature workshop, hit sketch. And I do a square? Need more blocks. Can I put this? Sketch, this one. Gotcha. Okay, sketch. Can I do sketch with... Do I have to draw a shape with sketch like this? Ah, I see. And then... Oh. Whoa. Okay, let's do this again. Let's draw a big square. And then it's gonna be... Can I stretch it? How do I stretch? This moves it around. You have to get out of sketch to rotate the camera. Okay, so then we have to click off sketch. And then our thing disappears. Where'd it go? Wait, no, it's back. Alright. So we've got a box. Now what? What do I do with the box? Can I like stretch? Okay, press enter. Oh! Okay, now I can get out of sketch. Now I can move around. And now I can see... We'll call it Geodude, because it's kind of like a rock. Can I... Aim at cube face. Alright, aim at cube face. I mean, I like the highlighting and alignment. Alright, back to sketch. Oh, now I can move it around. Is there... Can I add a box somehow? Can I like click... Ooh. Okay. Wait, we added a leg. Hold on. No, we're cooking now. Now, see? Now we've figured it out. So now we can add another block down here, and we draw a block, and that becomes a leg. And then we click apply, and then now we can put it here, and then we just flip it around like this, and then we'll add some googly eyes. Hold on. All right, we got this. All right. So now we got to add an eyeball, but we've got to put it up here and apply that. Oh no, it's in the middle now. Hold on. Where'd we go? I need to get out of sketch to rotate, and then I need to move this. Over here. Wait, hold on. Okay, so we need to get out of sketch to rotate, and then we need to go back into sketch to move, and then we can move our rock there, and then we get out of sketch to rotate again to see that it's far too high, and we can move it down like that. Now it's on the legs, and now we move it over here, and we go back into sketch, and then we can move it back, and now, see? Huh? And now we could draw another one. Hold on. Now we're cooking. Now we'll draw another one here, and then... Oh, it's gone. Hold on. Oh, we need to apply. All right, cool. And then we go back into sketch to move it. And then, yo! It's basically like a Goomba. That works. Hey, that works. Would you believe me if I told you that I've been to, I spent 5 years studying art in art school, Would that be a believable story? Like a believable origin story? You made a snowman and a Pikachu? You made a Pikachu? Oh, Nintendo's gonna sue your ass. You're done. You're straight to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. All right, so if this is my Pokemon, can I? We'll call it Goomba. Okay, so we've got a Pokemon now, and now we can. Now we can play world. Okay, so we've got it. Okay, hold on. So there is a monster over here to fight. See, he's over there. How do I get my Pokemon out now? Can I throw it? Spawn me in the ocean. Oh. Hold on. Can I fly out of the ocean? Oh, yeah, we'll fly over here. Okay. All right. Hold on. We'll get out of the ocean first. Oh, I'm leaving my monster. Oh, he's back there. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, dude. Oh, he follows me too. Okay, how do I get him to attack? Does he attack on his own? Alright, so I'll bring him over here. Come fight this guy. Come on. Come fight this guy. Oh, this guy's fighting me now. There we go. Oh, he killed him. Yo! And I got 4 gold. Yo! Good job, Goomba. You did good. See? I think he's happy. Doesn't that look like a happy Goomba to you? Hey! Great success. The fact that it hasn't crashed and we were able to navigate it and make a creature and he actually fought for us and got some gold, that's pretty good, This is pretty good. I feel like the feature development has far outpaced the UI development and the tutorial development, but given what you've been able to put together, I mean, that's pretty good. That's very good as an actual working product that does do something. This is like peak. Oh, companion attacks Flamehorn. See, look at him go. Champion. This is like peak 90s gaming. Like, you could absolutely justify this for a PlayStation 1 game, for sure. Charizard who? Charizard's got nothing on Goomba. Look at this guy. Alright, I need to make sure I need to make sure progress is saved. Oh, you can change time too. Oh, sick. Dude, you've actually got lighting here? Like actual moving ray traced lighting? What? Look at the shadows. For a basic prototype, given you've actually got like full on lighting, I mean, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Terrain detail? Oh, we could crank up the terrain detail to max. Cell shading? Real-time shadows? I mean, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Alright, I'm on the mount now. Can I... Oh, this is pickaxe. Hold on. I need an axe. Oh. Oh, okay. I needed it. Gotcha. I didn't actually do that. Damn. That mining speed is like nutty. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I gotta say. Good job. Good job. I love to see it. Alright. Time to go and see if our server is running. We'll come back to this. Our server is not running. Did our sessions finish? Pop out for OBS. Good. 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 Low health criteria apparently now requires greater than or equal to 6 blocks. Good. Now it's running. Good. Apparently. Well, not really, because it's stopped. And Prismarine viewer improvements. Third person camera now follows. Viewer reconnects. UI retains the same iframe. And how much of our quota's left? 31% for the week. I'm gonna absolutely destroy my like ChatGPT Plus quota doing this. And that's fine because I've got one reset that I can use. Nah, man. Totally fine. That's what streams are for, right? Hanging out, chatting, playing vibe-coded games, whether I make them or other people make them. That's the whole point, man. Appreciate you coming and hanging out. I reckon if you bump up the graphics and do a bit more UI work, like, you're onto something. For sure. 3D stuff is always going to be hard in browser. Like, you know, there's only so much you can do within like a browser for like 3D rendering stuff. But like, I think, you know, the fact that you got a full-on working game is sick, man. It does stuff. Alright. Let's find out if we can run our benchmark again. And I'm gonna run... I want the full evasion, this one. So, oh, this one. Yeah, this one. So, does our viewer run better? Ooh, we have a failure now. Good. Benchmark servers plus failed start. Eh? Micro benchmark is pinned to seed on port 25570. Did we change our seed? What's our seed? World seed 309 25568. What do we have from here? Edit? No, that's right. It's persistent Minecraft world refuses to start because that world's metadata still records port this while the microbench sets that. I'll fix the port migration paths on existing world. Can be reused safely when only the listener port changes. Okay. So it must be 25570 that this is running on. Am I still getting sound from your game? Is that where that's coming from? Oh, it is. Interesting. The initial idea was if you make your monster out of mainly dirt, it is an earth type. If you make it using water cubes, water type. But now that I'm evolving to use sketches, I don't know how to go about it. Maybe you have some ink mechanic? Maybe. I mean, the magic of Pokemon was always that you were like, you needed to make the best use of what you had access to, right? Like you take yourself back to like Pokemon Red Magic and you'd catch a fire type because that's what you could get and then you would use it. So if you have some way of like gathering specific materials, or like maybe ink is some mechanic that you can actually like find around the world, and so you have to do some exploration and like find the things to build your creatures from, and then you can kind of like, you know, get more powerful like versions of it. Because like, what would you stop you from making the strongest thing level 1 and then just like demolishing the game? like maybe in different biomes there's like creation blocks or whatever that you can use to like draw or customize your Pokemon in the right way. Don't know. Game design's hard. Game design is like, you know, you like think about the journey and the progressive difficulty and yeah, exactly, like legendary ink or yeah, like blocks or ink or something that you can use to then like create stronger and stronger things. Some like progression element. Not exactly sure how it'll work. Why is our thing not thinking? Bot found the LNI collision, transient backmark, persistent scenario lap. We're sharing microbench service or run on 25570, rewrite the persistent world metadata. Same speed, port change, a safe migration. Good. What are we running here? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I see. Open world, check the world map, it's huge, and then scroll out, the world map is huge. How do I check world map? Is there a button for world map? Oh, here. Damn. So this is all that like we've discovered so far, but it goes out a lot further. Yeah, that'll take a while to get across. Static world map, it's not like automatically generated. Nice world map geometry though. Yeah, so it is procedurally generated. Yeah. I've got good FPS though. Or I did have good FPS. Toggling between 30 and 115. I see what you mean about optimization. That would get hard. How are we doing? You running yet? Try again. Let's do one. We still got failures? Not quite. Not quite. FPS wise, yeah. Yeah. That's the game life, right? And the more you push performance, the more time you're sinking into getting really, really into the detail. Yeah. I bet you learned more than you ever bargained for on browser environments and the game engines that you're using and yeah, how to debug properly and where the failures in the graphics rendering pipelines are and AI development. Yeah. All right, how's our buddy doing? 25568 is listening. Is it? Oh, it is. Hey, we're back. Yo, good. Okay, cool. All right, we're back in Minecraft then. Can we run a scenario? Whoa. Hey, we can. There he is. All right. We are back online. Let's go. Thank you, Codex. And then he gets stuck on pillars again. Like, why does the bot do this? I got annoyed when I was like running LLM benchmarks. Like, can you go and find a diamond from like a fresh world, and like, can you do it in under an hour? Because like you'd go down into like an underground layer, like a cavern, and then there'd be a bunch of monsters, and then he'd be trying to jump out, and he'd be doing this nonsense, getting stuck just trying to jump. And so it's not like he can't do it. It's just like, for a bot that can do things like exactly, like he's not very exact. So I really want to improve the alternating drop pillars, like the ability to do this. Let me run this as a continuous loop. Start, run. And then let's me grab this. And then what I should be able to do, I should be able to put this as a doc in properties, and then we should be able to do that. And then if I turn it on, cool. So then I can get rid of this one, and then I can leave that in the background, and then I can leave this guy up here. And then if I show Minecraft here, in the background, he'll just be continuously running, so we can kind of watch what the bot's doing repeatedly. Oh, that's sick. Can I zoom in? Oh, no. Hold on. I don't know if I can zoom in. Well, that's all right. We'll leave him. We'll leave him. That's okay. Apparently, I can't teleport. Where are we at? I don't know where I am. Am I up or down? What's going on? Where am I? Where are we? We should be in a completely different area, I think. There we go. There we go. All right, cool. We're in. So now we can just watch him running through the gauntlet. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and he makes it. See? Good. Okay, so this is when the bot is actually like working good. He realizes that up and over is a lot more convenient than straight through for stone. Good. We can't mine through bedrock, so we go around. Here's the deep slate. Deep slate. And so it's better for him to actually path around the deep slate. Good. These are the kind of simple cases where it's like, yeah, of course he should do that. But like, if we start messing with the pathfinding algorithms and like break it, like you'll notice real quick, because you'll be like, wait, this is like the simplest thing to actually navigate. Like, why are you not navigating it properly? Vertical switchback. You can do that, no problems. Good. It's this one that he gets stuck. Jumps up, jumps up, jumps up, jumps up. And then just stuck. Why here? Stuck. Not good. No good. Okay, so given that's where we're at, now I want to jump into Mindflayer Pathfinder in a bit more detail. So bot Pathfinder, new movements, comes from Mindflayer Pathfinder, can dig, can open doors, don't create flow, don't mine fall under falling block, allow 1x1 towers, allow free motion. Do these all have defaults? Yeah, I assume so. Is our constructor somewhere? What is this? Is this oh, this is the typing file. We want to go and find the actual movements. This one. So defaults are allow parkour true, true, allow free motion, false. Interesting. 1x1 towers, true. Don't mind another falling block, true. We set up a bunch of costs. Dig 1, place 1, liquid 1, entity 1. Interesting. Okay. Mm-hmm. Get, move, jump. Okay, so this is constructing a bit of a path. This is just setting up like his general movements. And that sets up a Pathfinder instance. Think timeout, tick timeout, goal, movements, best harvest tool, get path to. Okay, so this is all still in Mind Flayer Pathfinder logic. I'm just trying to do a bit of a read of like the code to get like a general understanding of like, less an understanding, because I think like understanding is more like running it, debugging it, seeing how it's planning through things, and more a feel. You're a goofy goober. Gotta own who you are, man. Be yourself. XYZ coordinates, path base. Bot events. Interface bot. Okay. Okay. So what I wanted to start with is probably more in our actions. Actions movement. If we say something like goals. So we import goal block in something like go to exact, bot, position, and then we floor the position X, Y, and Z. We do a Pathfinder go to, and we give it a goal block. Either way, it's a Pathfinder go to. So Pathfinder go to is then what we'd actually read up on. First things first, Mind Flayer Pathfinder. I want to read the docs a little bit. If it has docs. We have a tutorial. Cool. We got markdown docs. That's enough. A goal is an instance of a class that allows the user to specify a location they want a Mind Flayer bot to go to. Goals are the backbone of Mind Flayer because they provide an easy way to control your Mind Flayer bot. Good. Goal block. One specific block that the player should stand inside at foot level. Simple as that. That's great and all. Here's a quick example. Let's walk through everything it does. Create bot, spawn, load plugin, default movements, set movements. Okay, so we can adjust the movements of how it moves or how much things cost. Make bot ignore its own messages. This is our trigger message. New goal block, go to here, and we say, oh wait, bot Pathfinder go to there, and then the Pathfinder bot does the movements. Okay. So this is the key. This is the key code that then triggers our Pathfinder bot to do stuff, and then go to would then have a whole bunch of logic within it, right? We need to import Mind Flayer. We need to set up movements and goals goal block. The goals, and from it the goal block goal. We'll create our bot like this. We'll add a spawn event listener to load the Pathfinder plugin and create the bot's movements. While that's running, what happened here? Why is this not... Why is just times out sometimes. I wonder if it's because it like stops and restarts. And then also it stopped here. And now it's running again. Interesting. But it doesn't actually show all of the blocks yet. Huh. This sounds like a problem for how we load the Prismarine.js viewer. So let's go into... yeah, our Prismarine.js viewer, like, one, stops working sometimes, and two, when we reload it, sometimes the blocks don't load or render properly for some reason. Like I see in one user interface, it does load properly, and then in another one, it doesn't. So I feel like maybe our instancing or our reloading or our caching is like getting in the way of loading it properly. Send that off, let it think some more. Given the UI is like not my immediate concern, I'm happy to just let AI try and like deal with it. What is my immediate concern is Pathfinder logic and what it's running on specifically. So this go to here, right? If message go, we do this. Movements tell the bot what moves it's allowed to make. Whole bunch of good defaults. We go back to the goal block. We set new goal block. We have our goal. How do we use it? Pathfinder has a method for traveling to goal. Go to will do that. We can also use bot.chat to have the bot tell us when it starts and finishes. Good. Put those 4 lines inside our chat listener like that. Now we're done. We can type go in chat. The bot will walk to the coordinates. You can set composite goals. Correspond to standing within 5 blocks of lapis block, a gold block, and a diamond block. So if it's near any of these things, it will try and complete all of them. Goal any, go to goal any. Bot's location is inside the blue circle or the yellow circle or the white circle. Oh. I think I heard an explosion. I think our bot just blew the hell up. Yeah, our bot's getting screwed. Our bot is not happy right now. I mean, he's doing all right. I mean, he's doing all right. I feel like these scenarios should probably be harder to actually test the limits of like our current functions. So we can have composite goals. So goal will be completed when the bot completes all of these things. Inside the blue circle for all of these things. That's the basic introduction. It has a little benchmark. Where we check how long pathfinding takes for it to navigate 100 blocks away. What we want to know, though, more than anything, is... Oh, wait, are these all tutorials? No. I mean, they're examples. Composite goals. Benchmark. Block interaction. Retrace entity site. Okay, so this is like interacting with things from ray block, hand, look at, place block. Alrighty. A*JS. This is... I'm not sure if this is the actual, like, problem here, because I feel like it's trying to do the right thing. So maybe it's not pathfinding that's our problem for its, like, basic navigation around the world, but maybe it's, like... then how it executes on that, right? So, more to the point. What we want to do is, as we're reading the code, we can read the code, but even if we're good at reading the code, Claude's going to be faster, right? And so we're going to supplement what we're actually trying to do with Claude as well. Open folder, we're going to go into public, documents, projects, mine AI. This one. Doop. We're going to switch this down to Opus because we do not need Fable. We don't have Fable at the moment. We're trying to understand a particular behavior, and I believe it's with navigating with Mindflayer Pathfinder. Specifically when we're trying to navigate over tall obstacles, sometimes jumping and placing a block under us doesn't actually work, and it just keeps on trying in vain. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It seems like a timing thing. Wondering what in Mindflayer Pathfinder or our code base, what code is like responsible for this behavior? Is it more in the Pathfinder logic, or is it more in how it executes on the Pathfinder movements having a problem? It seems maybe like a movement issue at the moment. Can you isolate the code and break it down for us? So, unfamiliar code base. We've had a little bit of a poke around. We've had a look at your tutorials. We're trying to get a sense of like what's actually happening with this movement code. Not super sure. But we're going to isolate kind of where in the code base this movement is actually happening. I'd say it's in go-to.js. So it's going to be in path update, no path listener, set goal, maybe set goal. If we say here's a promise, goal change listener, function cleanup. Okay. We add a bunch of ons. We set a goal. Movements.js is what it can do for movements. But this is more about just pathfinding directly, not so much actually moving along. Physics.js, simulate until. I'm trying to see if I can find what would be state control forward, state control jump, state control tick. I'm trying to find out what would be used for the movement before Opus does. I don't think I will. Movements. So it encodes a whole bunch of stuff around like how it can move. Takes into account of the blockers within a break exclusion area. Don't create flows, so avoid doing that. Is that default true? This dot don't create flow movements. That's default true, so it should be able to mine around stuff or like plan without. It should be able to do all of this stuff. It has flags for it all. So you would think. Cool. So here's what Opus has found for us. Let's have a look at this. Dig into the code base, find the pathfinding movement code. Key files are under source action movements. This is the scaffolding pillar up movement. Bot configures movements. Bot uses new movements. The bot uses stock new movements with no scaffolding customization. Monitor movement. This is looking inside. Yeah, it's looking inside Mindflayer Pathfinder. Confirm what reset path does in the futility timeout to accurately describe the keeps trying in vain. Okay, so this lies inside Mindflayer Pathfinder, which is where I've been looking. Good. Execution timing part problem, not a path planning one. Plan is fine. Per tick placement gate that misfires. Your app uses stock movements with no scaffolding customization. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Go to nearby and go to exact. Just wrap Pathfinder go to. They don't inflate it and how a tower up is executed, so nothing in mine AI, nothing in our library affects this. This is all going to be sitting within Pathfinder. When A star needs to gain a Y level with no block to climb, it emits a pillar up move. Cool. 2 place that and emits it at this particular location. This is the culprit for the intermittent behavior. Each physics tick if the current node has a 2-place entry. In index.js 514. Alright, so it's this file which is our bad boy. Index.js here has a lot of the actual hardcore logic for this mod then. 640 lines, awesome. And we're looking specifically at get move up, which is 523. So here, cool. If placing block.use1, try acquire, activate block, bot.block out, block use block, placing block next point 2.place, block use block. All right. So it's going to be this block at that isn't. Oh no, get scaffolding item, line of sight when placing blocks. Move to edge, if placing block dot jump. So jump, can place, if can place, then we try and equip it. Bot place block, don't really sneak if the block placement was not successful. Interesting. Has a 2-place entry. I've risen above that. A jump only clears that height for a handful of ticks near the apex. On ticks before the apex, can place is false. It does nothing but hold jump. That's the trying in vain. That whole loop is a jump between the jump's physics arc and the async equip play cycle, which again makes sense. Because that's why he's kind of like jumping in vain. So what I'm gonna do is go back to here. Second thing I'm going to do is just run a single scenario, I guess, and see if this works. Where are we at? All of our servers are down right now because it's actively making changes. Gotcha. Cool. Why is it so slow? Release the runs. That's good. This is good. All right, so our gym is back in effect again. We should be able to take this properties, hit a refresh. There we go. Watch it again. And now our bot is running the courses again. Good. While he's doing that, let's actually go and start looking at this. Can we plan a fix for this? Do we need to fork Mind Flayer Pathfinder? Finder plugin implementation. Benchmarking. So if this is our problem, is that Mind Flayer Pathfinder hasn't got some like, it's got some timing issues. What we probably want to do is get into this code directly, see if we can mess with it, see if we can like add some logs for where things are actually going wrong on like timing issues, especially if it's like spinning, just trying to jump up stuff, and see if we can like fix it, which means what we'll probably do is run a bunch of tests on this scenario specifically, alternating 2-drop pillars. And we'll do this one. And we'll just let's do it for 10 iterations. Start run. And then off we go. And then I'll jump back to here to actually watch it. So if it gets the timing right, no problems at all. If it gets the timing wrong, we just get a bounce. This one worked fine though. Jump, 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 bounce, 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 bounce. Happy days. With some server slowness, he's kind of teleporting. He's kind of a bit janky at the moment, our small bot. There we go. There's the timing that we were expecting right now. This is the timing that we want to see if we can like actually fix. I don't know if we're not holding down jump long enough or if what. And then all of a sudden he just figures it out. I don't know if it's a replan, but I think we need to get a bit clearer on that. We also see a bunch of replanning taking place in the UI. Where does replanning happen? What triggers it? So he's kind of successful at the moment. This is inconsistently successful. These ones are missed. Timing out while pathing, target range 1 meter. So he's what, getting close to it, but it's timing out? Interesting debugging problem, eh? And that could actually be some of the source of my problems. One of the things that I've done, or one of the source of his successes, less so problems. One of the things that I did was downgraded. I started doing this on 1.21.11, but Prismarine.js, the viewer, like this one, only officially supports 1.21.4, right? And so rather than trying to hack 1.21.11 into existence, I thought maybe it's probably wise to try and keep this on like the actual versions that are properly matched, right? And so we put it on 1.21.4. That might have solved some of the problems that we were experiencing. Maybe. Definitely seems a bit more consistent now though. long do we give for this one? 30 seconds? 30 seconds? I finished within 25 seconds and 80 meters of actual travel. I see, I see, I see. So we probably need to give it a little bit more time for this one. Custom movement subclass is insufficient because the failure is in the plugin's private execution loop, not A-star move generation. I would use a pinned experimental fork / package while leaving mine layout pathfinder at 2.4.5, untouched as the production control, latest 1.21.4 signals. See the retain trial. But first, let's go and read about replans, because I've noticed this is happening. Each replan replaces the yellow line as the UI hook. Let me find what the viewer listens to. What the UI calls a replan is simply every path update event the library emits after the first one. The count is literally replans, math.max path updates -1. Every path update. A path update fires in 3 situations. A partial A result is being continued. The path was emptied and needs a fresh plan. A block placement error calls a replan. A block near the path change type. Okay, so reset path clears the path and invokes a full replan. If we try and place a block and it fails, that calls reset path, which invokes a replan. So that will draw, where are we? On here, we draw a new yellow line based on where we're currently at, right? And so you'll see that the yellow line kind of clears and resets. Like we're trying to place a block. It's not working, so he's just kind of like jumping up and down like a maniac and trying to run a replan, and it's just not working. So this is definitely not a fully solved problem for this poor little bot. I think we need to bump up the time a little bit. Like if we're hitting it within 30 seconds, that's okay. But if this alternating 2-drop pillar like sometimes it does it in 19 seconds, sometimes it does not do it at all. Interesting. Okay. So what we want to do, what we want to probably measure is path resets and display in UI. Improve benchmark evidence, add path reset reasons. Excellent. Good. This has already got some of the findings that I was going to tell it to do. I think this is true. I think this is what I'd do as well. We want to understand why the path resets are happening and then run for another 10 and then actually understand what's driving this behavior. So we know replanning's going to cost a bunch of time and like make this a bit more janky. So it's, you know, in terms of our bot finishing its gym routine, it's being caught up just spending too much time thinking and thinking and thinking again. And I think it's due to just timing / sync issues. So we're going to have to spend a bit of time like with Mindflayer Pathfinder to get it to sort its nonsense out. I'm also going to refresh this. This is not the most reliable, is it? We also don't have anything running. But let's do that. Start with 1. Yep. Please capture and update UAI to display this. So you see, we've got in all of our tests for this one. I mean, let's run it another 5 times and see how it goes. Where is it? This one, alternating 2 drop pillars, another 5 times. Oh, it's already running. Okay. Let's go back to here then. Oh. There we go. Off he goes for 5 times of this course again. And I'm gonna watch him from this perspective. If he can get up this hill without like freaking out, then he should be good. But it's this timing nonsense where it doesn't work out so well. Look at him trying to hover. Look at him failing to jump. That's what we're trying to solve here. So if we can get him like across the course and over that kind of hill, like he should be good from that point forward, right? We ran 10 runs and they were all misses. Even the ones that like finished under time. Distance satisfied, duration satisfied, red and red. If we look at this, all score checks passed. This should be okay though, right? I feel like this is just a... This one actually finished the course. Finished the course. Are we pathing to the wrong location? We'll see. We'll hope it's a bit more trustworthy. We will see. But this is how our bot's going now. He's trying to run the gauntlet. It's somewhat successful. It's not very successful. Yeah, whatever this replanning is, this nonsense where he can't place a block, he's colliding with it, he tries to place it, he fails, and then he has to do a replan because of it. That's what's driving our like failure rates up, right? It's like this yellow nonsense here. It's just being replanned and replanned. So we'll let this think a little bit. Does PowerShell have an apply patch command? PowerShell apply patch. Yeah, it's gotta be a codex thing for changing files. All right. We ran 5 scenarios. How did they go? All misses. Duration 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. They all got stuck. So Mindflayer Pathfinder's definitely still got issues. I'm not sure if it's a server timer thing. If I can I change my game mode? I don't know if I can. I don't know if I'm admin. Does it need allow cheats? We're already down to 16%. Amazing. How's this going? We've got heaps of limit here. Maybe I'll do some of it with this. Can you allow our server? We can do this with Sonnet actually. Can you allow our server? Can you allow us to change our game mode in the server? So we can jump between spectator. What the hell is this? Why is Sonnet giving us XML? Looks like an agent call. Invoke agent. Please investigate this. Report back. Is it running an agent? Have we somehow have we somehow had a peek into the into the tech underlying Claude? I don't know. I don't know. Add your Minecraft username to ops.json. Yep. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like this whole bot placement thing, couldn't it be fixed by jumping and just holding? Like holding jump and holding place block and then just verifying that one block was placed and like letting go afterwards. I just don't know like what restrictions we have on mind flare actions. So this is where I want Claude and Codex to get a little bit deeper into the actual server events that are happening. Sure. While we're waiting for this, it's really trying to... It's really having problems patching. Get string, convert from base 64. What are you doing? Man, I'm starving. I have to go and get some food soon. I've been streaming for 2 hours already. Oh my god. Damn. Damn. I'm getting hungry. And our bot still hasn't cleared its goddamn obstacle course. Look at this thing. Useless bot. Look at this thing. Let's run it again. Run it again! Go! Hello? Op players is not a function. Oh. I think we need to do a restart of this thing. Go ahead and restart it. Claude's kind of nice, like being able to give you tab commands that you can just use to like restart it. And being able to, I don't know. Claude still just feels smarter, even with Sonnet, than like a GPT Terra or GPT Soul, like medium or low. I don't know. Even if Codex gets good models, Claude still feels nice. Let's start our run on here. Let's do 3 runs on this one. We're gonna have to go back and connect to our server again. No? No, we're not running. Oh, never mind. I think we just needed to do a refresh. Oh, okay. Yep, no, that's still failing. And we're broken it again. The beauty of like code and dev is you will spend like an exorbitant amount of time just debugging things that are like kind of broken, right? Micro benchmark server is not happy right now. We're getting crash reports. That looks good. Go ahead and start a run from the UI. Let's run 3 from here. Do we get a server again? No, not quite. It's trying to disable my network interfaces to get like the Minecraft server running again. That's not it, Chief. That's not what's gonna fix this. Just in terms of like deducing the problem, it's like if firewalls were blocking it, would have been blocking it before with ChatGPT as well. It doesn't believe me though. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Tailscale would have been running before. Checking recent system events around the failure window. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just try restarting the server. We were previously running it with the codex process. Let's see what it can do. But holy hell, this thing is going crazy. $4177. All right. Now it's triggering a run. 25569. Is that what we were running this on before? That's 25568. It's 25567. 25569. Interesting. Why on 255? We had our server on 25668. Something's a bit funny here. I don't know. No, this works fine. Fine without tail scale. Nonsense. Understand why the server isn't starting, please. There's already a PR to fix pillar jumping. And somebody was checking out why that hadn't been merged. These guys are taking a very similar approach to what I'm doing in terms of testing different failure modes. So there are a couple of like merges and different pieces of work of people investigating this, but nothing that has actually fixed this properly. So I feel like patching Mindflayer Pathfinder is probably the first thing that I'm going to actually try and do here then. Continue on this and figure out like why this didn't get merged properly. VRXDK5U seems to have been playing around with it a bit. If we're digging, we may take longer. Reset path stuck. What other open pull requests are here? Collision logic bug. Stuck on perfectly aligned block boundaries. This looks very similar to the other thing that we were seeing where it just couldn't jump across stuff. Okay, so we've got a couple of issues then that are documenting like the problems that we're kind of witnessing within some of our little benchmark tests already. I mean, first, we do need to get our actual server running again. It's kind of problematic if the server's not running at all. Kind of problematic if the server doesn't run, you know? You know? Okay, so let's consolidate some of our findings. We have this one. 391111. Pathfinding bug. Blocks. Let's make these not, there we go. Make this small font size and we'll make it wrapped. There we go. On this one, and then there's a pull request that's related to it. So we have an issue. Evidenced in our loopback benchmark. So that's for this particular ID here. Westbound switchback regression, this one. So issue number 1. Pathfinding jumping over blocks, but this is like a specific thing. So we witnessed that. References. This is going to be our observation. Can't jump over a single block. Sometimes. Windows Defender logged a config change, config hash change, same minute as the antivirus signature update, 15 minutes before your crash. How can I make that change? Walk me through it. So apparently, if Claude is to be believed, Windows Defender is automatic, like all of a sudden just popped up and started blocking my my thing from running. So we are going to add a process change here. Yes. Okay, try running again. Let's try this again then. 3. Tried running a benchmark again. And I got... while this is running, let's ask another expert. What is going on? All of a sudden, I can't start a Minecraft server. Now we'll go down here. Okay, Windows security then. We want this virus and threat protection, exclusions. Where do we get exclusions from? Protection updates, manage settings, settings, exclusions. No, that's saved. Something's funny. Something's funny. Why can I not start a Minecraft server, huh? And why are we getting an e-access denied? Whatever's going on here, it's a bit funny. This was not a problem before. Let's do a full reset of this. Is this running into the same problem? Not quite. Let's just do a reset on all of this stuff. Let's give this a good kill. Let's kill this completely too. If this was affecting everything, then I shouldn't even be able to like start a single player mode on this, which could be a case. I'm just wondering if this is like sandbox permissions within Claude, or if it's like an actual server thing where like a file actually can't run. I mean, GPT was able to run it just fine, but Claude seems to be having dramas. So let's start this up. Let's kick off a brand new server. Okay, we can definitely run a server. That's not the problem then. Let's go into here. Hey, we've got a microbench server running again. There you go. See? No problems. And then our bloke is running. All right. We're back then. We are back in action. ChatGPT got it running. Take that, Claude. ChatGPT was able to sort it out. True, actually. Can I put myself in this game now? Oh. Incomplete command. So Claude's debugging, not good. Claude was spinning and it was like, you need to disable your network interfaces. GPT, just like, I don't know what the problem is. I can run it, no worries. Huh? The server is actively running right now. It's running on the actual port of 25568. Isn't it? Maybe it's not. What's this one? Yeah, no, it is. What's the problem? There is some funkiness going on. Let's dive into the code a little bit and see what's happening. Package.json. To run this, we'd run npm microbench watch restart. This one. Microbench is like courses here. And then a benchmark is something that I will show later. So within microbench, npm run mine, microbench watch restart. Mine is this one, tsx tools cli.ts. So under tools cli.ts. Does it have microbench? Microbench. Foreground, microbench, command list. Microbench. Microbench, you can run a particular benchmark or you can run watch and then it runs microbench watcher. And that will run vite.js. And that will run this microbench UI under here. And that'll run this vite. And that starts this port and it has a little plugin for React, and then it sets up the microbench API here, the server MJS. That does a bunch of stuff, but safe run directory, expected trial count. Man, it's got a lot of shit in it, isn't it? This is for loading runs, pending microbench run. Normalize launch requests. Cool. Logs, microbench server. We got logs folder? Yeah, there. When was this written? It's like the loopback errors, but I mean, it's clearly started. Or it was. It's not anymore. Well, let's check out how our runs went then. Back to benchmarking. 10 runs, all failed. Pathing failed. Visited zones. Path reset and placement evidence. Is this for each separate run? Path resets 8, 9, 8, 10, 10. So this is what we got ChatGPT to actually add. How many times it tried to place blocks? How long it took? How many times placements interrupted a previous one? How many were reset before the placement completed? So this is kind of like trying to place blocks and failing. Placement status captured at call start. Cool. These are the problems that we actually want to like solve, essentially. What I think we'll do is, hey, how you doing, Sourced and Sold? Apologies, I only just saw your chat. Doing good. I'm doing good. We are trying to work out why, I think we have a pretty good idea about like why Mindflayer Pathfinder is like abysmally failing the obstacle courses I got it to like run. Let's see if I can kick off another run or if this is gonna like cause dramas. I spent a while with Claude trying to debug like Minecraft servers failing to start. And then I've been spending time trying to like exited during startup. Path resets 94, every trial timed out, placement attempts 82. Trace now records resets, likely plugin level races concrete, reset path releases lock place block and clears placing while exiting place block. Promise can still be pending. Yeah, we're trying to figure out like why Mindflayer Pathfinder is failing to navigate like a Mindflayer world, Minecraft world. And we had a benchmark set up and we had the ability to like run it and actually like witness like the bot trying to path around and like failing. And then we just hit like 15 issues at once. And so we've just been trying to whack-a-mole and figure out like why our server isn't spawning and why we can't kick off runs properly and why ChatGPT can, but like the web browser can't. So bunch of debugging of like nonsense. But we're building a Minecraft bot gym. We're building a Minecraft bot gym so that we can actually like iterate Minecraft bot logic so that it can move around and do stuff within the world, which is a prereq if you want to have LLM actually beat Minecraft because it can't navigate itself. I drew this educational diagram to try and explain it. You can press keys pretty quickly, LLMs cannot. And so if you want an LLM to beat Minecraft, you need to give it things which can press keys for you. Basically routines, like code functions that can do higher level actions, and then your LLM can like call those. But we need these to be reliable, and they are not. And so that's what we want to solve first, which is why we've got a gym that is failing, and courses that the bot fails to actually run with. So we're trying to fix both of those first, and getting caught up on other things in the process. That's what's up. I mean, if this can turn into playing around with pathfinding functions and like testing out like different logic around pathfinding functions, I'd be happy for that. But first off, I want to have this overall like ability to run the bot through a gym and collect data reliably sorted. you know, and collect enough evidence on things like why pathfinding is reset. Because every time you plan a path, if you go and like clear that path and then have to do it again, you're basically just wasting a bunch of compute and time repathing. So yeah, that's what we're trying to work through. Small steps, high level goal, eventually beat the game, beat all of Minecraft with an LLM. But in the meantime, it's more, let's go and whack-a-mole at the small problems as we go. And other people have done some good work, so I reckon we'll merge in 2 open PRs and just like put those onto a separate little fork of Mindflayer Pathfinder and see if we can just patch Mindflayer Pathfinder first to get through our problems. That's the goal anyway. Course completed, efficiency contract missed, UI's distance satisfied, fail check is confusing, it shows the predicate name without saying it is false. Distance budget exceeded. Is distance budget exceeded? Do we need to update it? Trial 8 genuinely completed it. I think we're failing this too aggressively. We should see that this course, that still won't run. You are, wait, you have a new rate limit set. You're able to run benchmarks for me, but I can't spawn from server. I'm getting an error. It's a straight line verticality. Is this because of bot repeated jumping? Yeah, bot's just getting stuck, honestly. Has this ever completed it with a lower? Did one with 60. Oh, no, that's because it didn't finish. Claude was an absolute failure when trying to debug this. Let's try ChatGPT on Sol High and compare that to Opus. See if one of these can actually work out why we're getting like server start issues. Minecraft successfully binds. It then crashes creating Java's internal NIO selector. This matches this, running inside Windows application sandboxes. So if we just do this through PowerShell then. Like this. Uses public Documents, projects, Mindbench AI. Okay, so if we stop that, cool, that stopped. And if we start it again, starts again. And now if we're starting this again and we run, oh, it's starting. Hey, okay. Okay, and then we get that. And then if we kick off 5 of these. Hey! Success! Okay. So, running Minecraft from within a sandboxed Codex or Claude environment on a Windows seems to be unhappy, is the deduction from this. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Okay. We've got our bot running again, which means that you can watch him in the UI here, and then we can also go in back into the actual server and watch him running here. There he is. Stuck just like before. You mother... And just like that, that's how you spend like a good 30, 40 minutes staring at some arbitrarily stupid problem that AI still can't debug properly. Or it can eventually if you use the right model. Sonnet? Not a clue what's going on. Sonnet was like, I don't know, man. It's asking me to solve the problem. GPT is like, ah, yeah, it's sandbox. Just restart it. Nonsense. All right, what we do need, though, is we want to create a fork. And we want to merge in both this. Let's try this one. And this one. This one and this one. So we want to create a fork that merges both of these. Can you create a fork of Mindflayer Pathfinder that merges both of these onto a branch? That one and this one. And then set that up as a separate benchmark. Test case. Cool. And given that I'm at 2% usage, let's do this in Claude and use up all of our usage there. Opus 4.8 high. Let's go! So, before we reinvent the wheel or like try and go too deep into the bowels of it, it's good to understand what's happening here and what people are doing and where that work is going. So people have recorded issues with Mindflayer Pathfinder. It's, getting stuck on jumping over small ledges. And to resolve that, the idea is to modify the physics parameters to increase the half width and the height a little bit, which fixes a server collision sweep bug. Server calculates an exact 1.0 boundary and incorrectly rejects the movement, causing the bot to freeze. And then the second one is a place block issue. Swing arm right, force look true. Wait until we're above the block before trying to place it. Minecraft measures blocks from the lower northwest corner. And that only partially fixes this issue, which is that bot randomly fails to place blocks when scaffolding. It's waiting too long for sending the place packet, falls back down and obstructs the block placement. Seems that most of the time the bot is unable to place the block due to not getting true for this line. Try acquire. It fixes the issue by spamming it until it works. Place block isn't spam proofed. You're correct. And so we also need to consider that issue as well. Does Opus consider that issue for us or automatically? 296. Nope. Nope. Candidate registry. Public repo under your authenticated GitHub account. Yeah, that's fine. So we're going to create a public fork of Mindflayer Pathfinder on our own GitHub. Here. Then we're going to go from, we're going to grab these two pull issues, and we're going to get Claude to merge them into a single branch. And then we're going to hopefully wire this Mindflayer Pathfinder plugin in and run some benchmarks on it directly to see if that helps fix some of our problems. Currently in our benchmarks, these are quite red. Vertical switchback is more green now. Oh, wait, not always green. Westbound switchback is the one that actually fails. So if we can have our updated Pathfinder logic, at least get over this course to start with. We'll call that a mild success for now. Clean, no package rename. Push the branch to the fork. Happy days. And our bot's gone because he can't make it. Let's do 5 runs of this as well. Yeah, that's exactly the same behavior that we observe in that issue. This compared to this, same thing. Like you see him just hovering there. That's an unhappy chappy. So let's find out if both of these can solve. Do we have a... We do. We've got a public mind flare pathfinder fork now. We've got our branch that has both of these on it. This has... got a couple of commits on it, so if we do... check the diff, we can see the... half width, the client just stops just barely short of perfectly aligning with walls. We adjust the logic for can place. Man, you look sad, bot. What's wrong with you? Huh? What's wrong with you? Huh? Huh? Why you can't jump over a simple ledge? Just disappointing. Just disappointing, you know? Apparently, it's because you think you're slim and the server is like, you are not slim enough to make this jump, buddy. Sorry. That's what this says. That says if we tell the bot it's actually a little bit fatter than it thinks it is, then we don't get caught up with server floating point arithmetic, and then the bot can actually jump over this ledge. What I actually want to do next, and what I'll probably do later on, is see if I can pull out the graph that A star is running on. So Mind Flare Pathfinder is running A star on top of a graph of some kind. I want to see how that graph is constructed and what it's considering, and then how those movements are then mapped onto actual actions. Can place block 2.1. Yep. Register the candidate in the registry. Wire the drivers to honor. Failed to run that. Done. Part 1. Created the fork. Only index.js changed. Wired the fork into the existing tools. Jesus. Hold on. Where'd we go? There we go. How do we... We can't easily just collapse everything? Package.json. Where is package.json? Oh, this is all changes. Oh no, okay. This is like far too much then. That's everything on the working tree. No, we don't want that. Alright, whatever. Pathfinder fork. We've already got VS Code open actually. I do want to have a look at this package.json, what it's done with an alias there. Here. So we add that as another dependency. Good. We add a Pathfinder fork. Candidate. We have this. Fork PR, Pathfinder fork. Fork package, movement, go to, traverse route, combat, handle hostiles, current melee controller. And so it's wired in this as well. And then I guess it would have had to add loads of candidates, load navigation plugin. So we load a different Pathfinder plugin. Good. And that's running in driver. So if we jump back to driver, we're looking at... It's on a microbench. Runtime. Server. Yeah. Here. Load navigation. Alrighty. And this also loads actual Pathfinder from Mindflayer Pathfinder. Gotcha. Okay, so we have an overridable load navigation then, right here. Movements, Pathfinder. Cool. And if we go back to here, registry, run.js, run that, recorded the new candidate. What that will change then is... Can I watch the new candidate? This changes when the driver's loaded, right? Run path candidate fork. That opens the viewer here. Gotcha. So I'm going to need to stop the current watch server and we're going to need to run this one. So if I jump back to PowerShell, not that one, or this one, no, this one, no, that's Codex package inspection stuff. This one, yeah, this one. So we have PowerShell, we kill this one. There we go. Previously, we just run mine microbench watch foreground. This one runs... I mean, actually... Previously, we'd run this though. So the candidate is fixed for the whole run process, one bot, one Pathfinder. You can't hot swap candidates mid-run. Cool. I just want to know how our benchmark server run is interacting with the UI. Because this created a fair bit of code fairly quickly, and so it's going to be pretty vibed at this point. We load runs. Question is, how do we start runs? Ensure server, start, normalize launch request. Does it start with a candidate? Works to the lab 2 with no extra wiring. Let me confirm the lab API surfaces the candidate list in the UI dropdown. Alrighty then. So your normal workflow is unchanged. Let's kick this off again. And then that means that in our server UI for kicking this off, we can choose Pathfinder Fork. And we can kick this off with our fork. Alternating drop pillars. Let's run this for 10 times. Just this one. Just this. We just want to see if this one actually fixes it. We'll go back to here, refresh this, run into here, jump and teleport to watch him actually run. That is way more. Yeah, that is way more trustworthy. These unmerged PRs are like night and day difference in terms of how accurate this is. Those are the first 2 successful runs that we've had in like 20 or 30 runs. Look at this guy go. One, two, jump. 1, 2, 3, jump. 1, 2. And he reaches. Phenomenal. Jumps in. 1 jump, 1 jump, 1 jump. 1, 2 jump. 1, 2, 3 jump. 1 jump. Drop, drop, drop. And he reaches. So all of the jankiness was already analyzed, isolated, and fixed by a simple place block with options that overrides it with a couple of things and a different can place algorithm. So it doesn't even change that many like lines of code. It partially fixes this issue, what randomly fails to place blocks when scaffolding. And so it's more in guards and checks around executing the actions. It's not so much a pathfinding check that causes problems when running these courses. How many have we gotten successful right now? We're on pass. So those lines of code have turned basically a constantly failing course into a constantly succeeding course. Phenomenal. No problems whatsoever. Hits it. He's doing it in under 80 meters and in, 15 seconds? I'm curious why we're still getting path resets. Because block updated. All block placements are now successful. Placement latency dropped incredibly. Like our 0% run, the placement was at 5 seconds because it would just get stuck, and now it's at 7 milliseconds. Like no problems at all. And that's super, super consistent now. First time, every time. Damn. So I'll say good job, BF528. Fixed it in December. It's like 7 months later, still hasn't been merged. As called out by VRXDK5U. What does this GitHub user do? Minecraft, Mindflayer Dragon. Mindflayer PvP, Prismarine, data. I believe on Minecraft there's also an open pull request for... Is it pull request open issue? Minecraft bots, Minecraft, this one. Should be an open branch or a pull request for Dragon Slayer. I think it's in here. Native tools, sweater dog, tags. I swear there was a Dragon Slayer effort, but it might be in the community version. I think this has a Minecraft C. Minecraft. Minecraft Community Edition. Minecrafter. Minecraft C. Minecraft. Nope. There should be a community edition version of these somewhere. Minecraft C, GUI. Is this one? Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one. This has some commits and some different things in it. Local models, welcome to it, command execution and testing. I feel like development's kind of paused in a lot of this stuff. Let's check out Minecraft again. What are its most recent commits? Were a month ago. June. Fixing dashboard agents, Gemini fixes, Gemini JSON. Yeah, what's going on? People stopped building a lot of this stuff recently. Don't know why. Don't know why. That's okay. That's okay. We can. We'll just do it ourselves. So basically, that was an outrageous success. Right on BF5258, my man. That just passed all of our tests. We want to do this on Fallen Block? No. We want to do this on Vertical Switchback. This one was also having like massive problems when we were running it. So we're going to run this on, let's just do it for 5 runs. Let's do a couple of runs here. Oh, not this one. This one's, no. That's easy. That already worked before. I guess we can let it run, but like, this one was not a problem. This one was already working. It's, what the hell is it? It's missing. There's another version of this course that has a tighter turn, and it was just getting stuck every single time. So with our new and improved Mindflayer Pathfinder repo, the pathfinding and the actual ability to like get over things in theory is more robust and reliable. And if it's not, we have like a pretty good tip off into where some of the issues might actually be on why it gets stuck. And so that's probably then what I'd lean into more, but we'll let this guy run one more time. This one doesn't have any problems. This one's just doing its thing. We get 1, 2, 3, 4 passes here, right? Then we'll do this one. Let's do 3 runs of this one first. Westbound switchback regression. Cool. This is the one that was broken as well. Still broken. Ah, man. So it's not quite fixed yet. We've still got some work to do to get this sorted as well. But I mean, progress, right? Like one of our failing test cases is now good. Another one's got some issues getting stuck on this block. I feel like he got stuck one more block before, like one more block below before. The bigger problem is that then he doesn't realize that or do anything to recover it, right? I don't know if there's any replanning going on. We're capturing more stats around replans here as well. Stuck, 6. Goal updated. Stuck. Even with stuck resets, we're still not making any progress here. And so this is where we'd go back to Claude and we'd say, hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. We have a problem with our bot getting stuck. Any ideas? It's good we have an event for it. But the intended fix for unstucking didn't work. And given I've been looking at all of these GitHub issues, I feel like I might give it the analysis on why this happens as well. Not this one. Not this one. This one. Read through this as quickly for some thoughts, but what's your analysis? Doesn't seem like it's fully just because it's too fat. Like, look, he's so close. He's so close. I wonder if I can see, because previously westbound switchback, we would get 43 meters. Now we're getting 62 meters or 72 before we're getting. I guess because different updates and jumps. 8 path updates, 6 replans. Yeah. I mean, the bot's doing the right thing in terms of realizing that it's stuck. I've got a nice little stuck, man. Got a nice little stuck 6 down there. But then he doesn't do anything to unstuck himself. And so we just see him. Well, we don't see him at all. We just see him when he's running this course. Just sitting right here, you know? Just not moving at all. Just not going anywhere. So close too. So close to finishing the course, man. Like, this is 100% going to be some kind of a movements conflicting with the, its view of the world, and it keeps on repeating the same command, but that's not actually moving it anywhere. And so I don't think it's got the right, like, unstuckiness behavior. But it's so close. We're so close to finishing an actual course. Oh, well. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. I'm starving. I need to go and eat. Badly. So I'm going to stop this stream here. This has been fun. It's been interesting working out a little bit more about how Mindflare works, and that the Pathfinder plugin is actually doing a hell of a lot of work, and a lot of that work is happening in index.js. So I feel like this Mindflare Pathfinder index.js plugin is very definitely our starting point, and maybe the quickest way to actually getting a working bot that has good primitives without having to go and reboil the ocean. And that this index.js is the one. This is the file that matters for us. The logic in here, or the lack of logic in here, is going to be the possibly the source of all of our woes right now. Good. Excellent. Excellent indeed. 7 path resets. Pathfinder gets a goal, no progress, stuck timer fires, path resets, recomputes, does the same thing, never try to modify the world. Oh, good question, actually. Did we run this with current? No, we ran it with Pathfinder. This was run with Pathfinder, right? Does it? Wait, do we capture what we're actually running this with? Jump, 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 jump forward. Jump, 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 jump forward. Failure. Failure indeed. Surely there is something in here that gives us the actual reason why it's not jumping. Surely. And surely there's something that tracks what the candidate implementation was. That was definitely run with our candidate implementation. Oh yeah, piece of crap. No good. This was definitely run with our candidate implementation. Shouldn't that be tracked somewhere? I don't see it anywhere in the UI, which means we should probably update our UI to show it more clearly. Hey, Freedom, how you doing? Does this feel painful for the world model? Looks very GTA-ish. This is like world model games are imminent. Real-time audio as well. Oh, I probably need to watch this with audio. Give me a sec. Damn, how do I, hold on. I need to grab this. Copy address. Pop it in here. No, not this one. That's not the address I want. I want this address. This feels like Far Cry. It looks like Far Cry, indeed. What's this one? Your world is coming to life. So, like, I feel like the hard part to solve about like world models is like they can generate a cohesive visual experience across like a number of frames, but I feel like the innovation to solve and to actually like get it working properly is like, can you connect it to an actual game state that sits like a level lower? Because you think about it, right? Like, this is like, it's very cool being able to like generate images and like have some kind of a playable experience for whatever you want, like whether it's riding a dinosaur or whatever. But the fun about games is like, you know, the design, the progression, the levels, like all of the kind of like nuance in it. And then like being able to advance across like different sessions. If game state can be solved, yeah. But like world models with consistent game state, I feel like there's a whole bunch of technical challenges. Video-based models straddle spatial memory. To solve this, advanced state-based frameworks like model as a game architecture utilize explicit numerical and spatial modules. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so these are the kind of like innovations that you'd need to bring together. The only other problem is like, the only other problem is like, all right, let's do an RC car. I feel like the only other problem is that if it's like doing consistent worlds, like imagine you're playing like an adventure game that's generated by a world model, and then you come back to it and all of the characters look different. Like they're kind of recognizable, but oh, wait, hold on. Okay. Oh. I mean, the latency isn't. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, okay. The latency isn't great. Whoa. Can I go forward? Interesting. The latency isn't ideal. Wait, can I do different demos? Can I do the robot one? Yeah, that's a lot of VRAM. Can I smash a tower? Okay, I can run. Ooh. That's cool. Wait, no, I want to go down. Latency isn't great, memory requirements are ridiculous, but the technology and being able to do it is pretty wild, right? Like I want to run over a car. I can jump. Can I run over some cars? Oh, I want to run over some cars. Let me run over some cars, man. I want to cause destruction and mayhem. Oh, what? It didn't do anything. There's no car destruction. That is pretty wild though. Okay, so new world. Let's do. Let's do an ostrich in a world of jelly beans. Samurai ostrich in a world of jelly beans. With destructible environments. Let's enhance that and see where we get to. Sounds good to me. That's pretty cool though. It's pretty cool. It's like I feel like there's still like a long runway until enough technical challenges are solved for it to be broadly useful. and I'm like questionable on if I believe if they're like solvable in a reasonable amount of time. Like I don't know if it needs huge architectural innovations or just like massive. Hey. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's very cool. Can I do sword slash? Why can't I sword slash? I want a sword slash. No sword slash? I'm not really doing any sword slashes here. Oh, oh, that's a weird looking. Our sword slashes aren't really working. That's wild. Yeah, I'm pressing the actions, but it's not really doing much in the form of actions. I don't know if I need to hold it longer. I just click it. Oh, clicking doesn't work. It is pretty nutty. It is pretty nutty. I still feel like it's got a ways to go before it I mean, yeah, like story games like this would be cool. Like if you can you've been working on this for 2 years, they beat you to the punch. I mean, it's China, right? Like what do you expect? They got money to throw at this stuff. Did they launch this at the they had like an China International AI Expo thing? Is this one? Import Expo? No, it's not that one. Where was it? What was the recent China AI Expedition Expo? Shanghai AI Expo, this one? Yeah, this one. World Artificial Intelligence Conference. Was this one? This was... is this released as part of that? Pretty cool, honestly. It's pretty cool. I want to know... Dawning, Huawei... No. It's none of these. One of the big ones that was released was the High 3. High 3 Hugging Face. Tencent High 3. No. It's not this. Is this one? No. But it was one of these Tencent models. Would have been out recently. This one, I think. 3 days ago, 6 days ago. It's one of these high embodied ones. Basically, I think it's this one. Yeah. This was, I think, released as part of this World AI conference. It's a embodied language. It's embodied LLM, but it like runs with image as well. And so it's meant to be like for robots, like it's an embodied, open model for like controlling robots. And so you give it like an image and you give it some understanding of like different interactions, and then it can like take actions with like robots. So it can select a valid action, understand the interaction and change it, composes actions over long horizons, tracks progress and adapts. And so this seems like it would be a lot of fun to put in like a little local robot and see how it behaves. I don't know whether it's like a little dog robot or something, but this was one of the things that they released and was apparently one of their big releases. 30 billion. If you quantize it, full BF16 model requires 86 gigabytes, but you can quantize that down to run on like a consumer GPU. So I reckon this would be fun to play with as well. I just need a robot to put it in. Just need a robot to use it in. All right. Very cool. Thanks for dropping in and sharing some world model goodness, Freedom. Love it. Yes, I can link this. This is there. High embodied VLM 1.0. Introduce high embodied, efficient, powerful embodied foundation model, embodied agents operating in the physical world. Yeah, if they're dropping research on this kind of stuff, like robots are coming. Robots are coming for us. Yeah, oh hell yeah. If you get something like this running in a robot, like, hey, drop me a link. I want to come watch that stream. That'd be sick. That'd be sick. All right, let's watch one more of our benchmark today of something that actually won. We were able to solve a Mind Flayer Pathfinder bug that actually lets our robot complete this obstacle course, going from nearly a 100% success failure rate to a pretty much 100% success rate. Can't complain with that. And the work was already done, just not merged. It was sitting in 2 PRs in Mind Flayer Pathfinder. Shame. Shame. So I'm going to play with this some more because I want to beat Minecraft with another one. And then I want to beat it again. Then I want to beat it 100 more times. But we got some work to do. We got some work to do before we have ChatGPT finish Minecraft. You know? We got some work to do. Let's kick it off for one full sweet run with this then. Run the gauntlet, my friend. Run the gauntlet. Hit it. Success 1. Gets through the course. Ooh, this one just runs straight through it. Interesting. Beforehand, he was pathing over it, but this time he just pathed directly through the wall. Deep Slate Detour has to run around it. Good shit. Was that success 3? We got 3 successes now in a row. Good stuff. Doing well, bot. Can you navigate the jump? What are you going to do? Nice. Good jumps. Good jumps. Yep. Through it. Good. Shouldn't have any problems getting to the top here. Yep. Good. Easy. No problems with that. And now we see where he does have a problem. So he runs up, takes a detour, jumps up, and then he hits this edge right here, and he can't hack it. He just gets stuck. That's it. Big problem. Jumps a lot. Constantly errors out, tries to keep on jumping, no chance. So that's what we're going to have to solve next, us and Opus, is to understand what's driving this lack of being able to get through and see if we can go and propose a minimalistic fix for that. Failed. Next up we get, what do we get next? Dynamic gate replan? Oh, here. There we go. So he tries to run through this course and gets blocked by some bedrock, and so he has to repath around it. Good. Does he tunnel through it, or does he run around? No, runs around. Good. Excellent. Although that seems like a bit of a cop-out. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to actually dig through the falling blocks there. Can he solve a maze? Yes, sir. Good. No problems there. We then go into the one test case that he couldn't solve before because he was like jumping but then falling to where the block was before he was able to get inside it. So now we can actually cross this within time. Good. And then we go from there to... Oh, nowhere. That's all of these ones. We still haven't solved combat. Combat's going to be still a bit scuffed. I mean, he can kill one enemy. That's fine. Good. Can he kill 3 enemies? Not without taking damage. So you drop him in like an actual combat situation with like skellies and zombies and a whole bunch of other stuff, and this dude is not going to handle it. Like, look at this stuff. Runs away from a creeper, runs forward, gets hit a bunch, gets punched a bunch. But also they're on fire. I feel like we should put him inside an arena so they don't burn down. But no, that's a fail. Like, sucks at combat. No strafing, no situational awareness. This guy is... he's just not good enough. I also think these arenas should be ladder. I think we need to do some course design. We'll get to that soon. Can you survive with 3 things around you? No. Bye. Goodbye. Off he goes. So we've got some work to do on the actual AI component. We'll have to play around with some PvP plugins and test some different abilities and add some more courses. Because him getting knocked off the edge is no good. No good. Boom. Bang. No. See? Failed test case. That means that we need to do a better job at the actual the logic. And then I think that's it. I think that's all of our scenarios run. So that puts our Pathfinder bot at this is all current production. Handle hostiles. All right. Handle hostiles is only a 43% success rate. Current production is at 27%. Go-to is at 83% success rate, whereas in production it's only 54%. And traverse route, I think that's all the paths over here. We'll come back to that. All right, I'm starving, chat. I am hungry, so I'm gonna jump. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Always a pleasure to see y'all. Stay safe, stay happy. Keep building models. Keep vibe coding. I didn't build something on... I didn't do a Gemini build today. That's okay. I'm having more fun playing Minecraft, honestly. We'll come back and build some more stuff with... we'll do some codex setup another day once I've got some more credits. My 2% remaining credits will need a refresh. Or I'll need a reset. Bye. Enjoy your nights. Bye-bye.